This video will be the full Easter egg guide on the map Forsaken, so without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Starting off for this Easter egg, you guys are going to have to activate the power by going through the map and simply going through the hints located on screen. When you guys have activated the power, come toward this red button and simply activate it, and from here a cutscene will play. When this cutscene finishes, there will be a bunch of ether located on the map, and there will be at least 3 areas which you must go to. The first ether crystal is located on the 5th floor rooftop, and the second being in the spawn area. The last one can be located in the amplifier room. Once you guys have located these large ether crystals, you guys are going to want to shoot the 3 orbs that are spinning around the crystal. I recommend using the wand weapon, and specifically the SMG version of the wand weapon, as it is the best weapon to use against these crystals. So when you guys have shot all the orbs for the crystal, simply grab the wand weapon, and you guys are going to want to get the axe form of the weapon and simply hack into the crystal. When you guys do this, the crystal should explode, and from here a special lethal should be placed right under where you guys just hacked. When you guys shoot the orbs will become faster, so make sure you guys are shooting the orbs and just getting these done. You guys can either get the wand weapon from the trial machine or from the main quest, which hasn't been found yet as of recording this guide, but I will have a link down below if there is an updated guide on anyone who is uploaded, which I will have linked down below in the description, so make sure to check that out. As you guys are going through the map and shooting all of the orbs, make sure you guys come to the fuel processing area, and from here use one of the fuels. If you guys are playing co-op, each player in the game must use the fuels at the same time, and from here when you guys activate the fuel, there should be a lockdown sequence which should commence. You are now going to want to fill up essence for the fuel processing, and eventually the lockdown should stop, and from here you guys should be done, and then in the middle you guys should see the fuel tank on the floor. For this next step, if the abominations don't spawn in, keep on going through rounds, and don't worry, just keep on going through rounds, and eventually they should start spawning in. Anyways, with the lethals which you guys got from the big ether crystals, bring these lethals toward the abominations on the map. You are now going to want to throw the lethal at the Margo, and from here the Margo should eat the lethal. When this happens, the abomination should eat the actual lethal, and from here you guys will see a orange spark on the tail of the abomination thingy-majiggy. To fill the fuel tank, you guys are going to want to do this exact step around 3 times to 3 different abominations. Anyways, with the Margo in the game, come to the border room, and from here come to the edge of the room. If you guys are in the correct corner, the abomination should swipe, and then a part for the neutralizer should spawn on the ground, which you guys can go and pick up. With the second part of the neutralizer, come to the arcade and come toward this specific arcade machine. You will notice that the machine is 2000 coins, so simply use the machine, and from here you guys should be in an R60. With this R60, follow my route and come toward the TV store. From here you are going to want to come toward this vent and simply blow up the R60, and you should realize that the door should open. From here go back to the arcade machine which you just used and go back to the R60 form. Follow the exact route you guys just used and come toward the TV store. You are now going to want to go inside the vent and come toward this side of the room and simply detonate the R60. If you guys have done this correctly, come toward the TV store by exiting the RCXD and simply pick up this part, which should be right here next to this wall. Once you guys have picked up this last part for the neutralizer, come toward the main street and build it via this crafting table. Once you guys have built the neutralizer, this will mean that when you guys activate it, this will be the last part, meaning that from here you guys are going straight toward the boss fight. I recommend getting the wand weapon as it's by far the best weapon in the boss fight, and grabbing a bunch of other high tier weapons. I also recommend grabbing perks or anything that can make you guys' lives easier in the boss fight. So when you guys are ready, and do know when you guys do use this neutralizer, there is no return, so make sure you guys are fully prepped. Simply use the neutralizer and a force field should go around you, and simply keep on following the neutralizer. Eventually the neutralizer will stop due to a lack of fuel, so simply when this happens, go toward the orange crystals which can be located around you, and simply shoot the crystal and pick up the crystal inside of it. With this, you guys are going to want to keep on moving through the dark ether by going through getting those crystals shot, then bringing those crystals toward the neutralizer and popping them inside of it. Eventually you guys should stop, and from here this will be the last part before the boss fight. I recommend getting a full setup as this is a pretty difficult boss fight, but I will be going through it in a little bit in depth, so make sure you guys grab a good loadout just before you guys enter the boss. Just so I don't spoil the boss fight, I won't be giving gameplay of the boss, but you guys will notice that it is a pretty difficult boss, so make sure you guys are watching out for his attacks. So getting into the boss fight, there will only be the Forsaken and Maxes in the area. What you are going to want to do is that with the Forsaken, there will be crystals around the Forsaken. You are simply going to want to keep on shooting these crystals until eventually his shields will start to deplete. Just like Valentina, when you guys do break his shield, you guys can actually deal proper damage toward the Forsaken. To actually deal damage toward the Forsaken, go to Maxes and keep on killing zombies right down below her. What she should then do is go toward one of the 2 railguns in the map and simply go toward this railgun, and you guys are going to want to keep on shooting the Forsaken. Eventually when you guys are damaging the Forsaken with your railgun, eventually he will just be like hell no, and he'll just like go to his next form. him. He may now do a new attack, which is the orange orb attack, and basically all this is that there will be a bunch of orbs around the map. Simply avoid these orbs just so you guys don't die. So keep on rinsing and repeating this, and eventually you guys should be able to kill the Forsaken. I just want to add on that the Forsaken has one more ability, which is the Frost Blast ability. What this will do is make you slow and the zombies fast, so don't go near the frost thingy majiggy. So eventually you guys will kill the Forsaken, and then you guys have completed the Forsaken Easter egg, and that's basically for the guide. No spoilers for the cutscene, but it's absolutely insane, so make sure you guys check that out. And honestly, thank you guys very much for watching today's video. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure to like the video, and if you guys are new to the channel, if you guys want to consider subscribing, that would be very appreciative. And guys, for next time, that was Cracker Bananas, and I'm out. Have a good one.